Hello and welcome to this Power BI tutorial with me, James from Matador Software. Today we've got a mock product sales report, but what we're actually going to be looking at is creating custom KPI cards without having to use custom visuals or the standard KPI visual. We'll look at some bookmarks, visual layering, and we're going to also use some DAX and conditional formatting just to show you what's possible and how you can customize shapes and cards within Power BI to make use of space and convey some good metrics. So the first thing I do here, I've got a shape and an image in the top left side. Picture this as a landing page. I'm just pulling in a card to convey sales. I'll do a bit of formatting. And that's step one that I'm going to take. Obviously, we want some sort of measurable figure there. So once that's done, what we're actually going to do is pull in a line chart to get that sort of sparkline-like effect. It actually adds another visual in, but it gives people a clear indication without hovering over the tooltip as to what's happening, the pattern with our sales, and we'll look to add that in. We'll format it, we'll configure it slightly, get the right shape, make it fit within our card, look to tell as accurate as possible a story with the data that we're presenting. And this is mock data that I've created, so I'll do a bit of filtering and formatting with those dates, and we'll get this added to our custom KPI card. Now, important to note, within the formatting, we'll get rid of the x-axis, y-axis and titles. We just want to show that sort of shape or curvature of the way that our sales are progressing monthly, and basically have a very quick insight into our trends. Now I have a very simple measure prepared here, just a simple if statement where we're saying if the total sales are greater than the target sales, our target, return the value 1, and then if not, if the total sales are less than the target sales, we'll return the value 2. And we're actually going to look to configure this within conditional formatting so that those numbers allow us to return an icon. So let's see how we could do it. And this is a nice workaround here with a table visual. So I'm actually just going to drag my total sales into my table visualization. And from there, what we do is we essentially will use the same background color as the shape that we have for our custom KPI card. And from there, we can sort of blend everything in. But before that, we need to click on sales in the field well and look in our conditional formatting. We should have icons available. We'll click there and we can actually start to configure our DAX measure, simple DAX if statement that we configured. So you need to remember in the field that we should base this on, this is where we use our DAX measure. And that's that conditional symbol if statement that I created. I'm just creating 2 rules from scratch, very simple. So we want to say if the value is equal to 1, that was what we said, that was the good outcome where sales are higher than our target. So we'll look to reflect that with a positive icon, bearing in mind that our background's green, so we may stray away from that slightly. And again, if the number's 2, we're not doing so good, we're behind our target, so we'll look to reflect that with a red icon of some sort, so that again, people get these nice actionable data insights very quickly. So as I said earlier, I'll complete that, and we have our nice conditionally formatted DAX icon that's relevant, and it shows us at any time when we refresh our data set that we are, behind the target, or at some point we're likely going to be ahead of that, hopefully. So like I said, I'm just going to blend this in with the same color as the shape. I'm going to remove within the column settings, I'm going to remove the outline, And you'll notice if you want to make this larger, within your values, you can increase what would be the text size, and that will make your flag icon larger. Also important to know, I'm using the old formatting pane. If I'm showing sort of introductory videos, I like to keep that. It's a bit more simple for people following on. So there we go. We can see very simply we're introducing different features. Visual layering, we've got some nice DAX and conditional formatting. Now I'm going to add an icon because we're actually going to look at how we can use this space now with bookmarks. So what we're actually going to do is, if you've not used bookmarks before, it's relatively simple. The two things you need are the selection pane and bookmarks. It gets a bit congested here, so you can choose what you want to collapse and whatnot, but the principle is quite simple. What you want to do is, within your selection pane, you want to select the items, and we want to essentially hide anything that we want to transition to with a bookmark. So for example, I'm going to add a pie chart, so I wouldn't want to get rid of that shape, but I'd want to get rid of all these other icons, but I'm not deleting them, I'm purely hiding them so that I can layer another visual on top. And when I want to turn this bookmark off, I can get back to that nice custom card that I had. So here we've hidden everything. I'm going to add a pie chart and simply show the distribution with our sales by active products. So again, a powerful insight that we can actually activate with the click of a button and integrate this within an even more powerful KPI card. So I'll go through the formatting again. It's a pretty simple pie chart. Configure some colors, some visualization, show the active product. We can see here that 57.5% of our sales are actually going to be coming from inactive products. So that would be a powerful business insight. We need to action that fairly quickly. And from there, we can add this pie chart. Now, when we've completed this, we need to then go ahead and actually turn this into a bookmark. So relatively simple to do so, well, very simple to do so actually. Within this bookmarks tab here, beside visualizations, we can actually just click add. You can double click and you can rename it, or you can click on the ellipsis, the three dots. But what I needed to remember to do here was I wanted a back icon, because when we have these bookmarks, we need to activate them by buttons. So picture, when we've switched to this pie chart view, we're going to want to get back to a more metric-like view that we originally had. So I'm going to call this bookmark something, relative and specific, pie chart on, perfect. And then what we can do is we can actually hide these pie chart elements, and we can unhide and bring back our original elements. Add another bookmark, and we can call this something like standard, or actually that's not very specific. We'll just call it custom KPI view. And then when we come back to the report, or if we collaborate with PBIXs, people know what we're doing. So you can see when we actually click on the bookmarks, we're going to be able to change those views, but we need to activate it with these buttons that we previously added. So great, when I click on that now, control click here in the service, you can just click when it's a published report. Now these buttons action the relevant changes that we need to make, and now we have two views in one custom KPI card. We've used layering, DAX, bookmarks, tables, some workarounds, and as usual, if you like this or find it helpful, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe and share. It helps a lot. Thank you.